Hey guys, Warhammer 40k here, and it's time for a Codex review. We're going to be checking out the new Space Marine Codex and its sexiness. I just cracked the plastic. New Codex smell. And then this one is the old Space Marine Codex, which actually is so new it still has the new Codex smell because it's only 2 years old. So, you know, it's like, that's why he's pointing. He's like, I can't believe
2 years old? I wouldn't even go that far with it.
Yeah, I would say, right? About 2 years.
Is it a 6th edition? I thought it was a 7th edition Codex. I don't know.
I think it's about 2 years.
That's 2 years
So,
old.
who knows? So, this is more or less an FAQ for this.
Cool.
Alright, so let's take some time. What we're going to do, we're going to do something that never been done before on the internet. We're going to do a side-by-side comparison and look at some of the units and see how they've gone down. We've already discovered a couple of hidden gems in there. First of all, they're about the same thickness. Okay, we got that. Ta-da!
Ultramarines on the cover.
Ultramarines always on the cover. It's Space Marines. Ooh, look at that's sexy. With orcs. There's the back of Hinkel's head right there.
Yeah, look at that. There I am.
Them.
They don't love orcs though.
Oh, and there's Hinkel's boys.
That guy right there, he's actually in the Sentinels of Terror book. I made that model out of custom Space Wolf bits.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Yeah. This guy's all semi-naked.
That's a Space Marine.
Yep.
Without his armor. Wow, there's not many pictures on the internet of those, believe it or not.
Yeah. And then that picture's old. But you know, what's cool about this picture is actually in here, you get the old helmet styles. Yeah. There's some Crusader armor. There's a Beaky. There's the old Mark II.
Yep.
Yeah, and that you used to always be like, golly, man, those helmets were so badass. Now you can own them all. This looks like more fluff. What a battle company looks like. What their symbols are like. There's the whole universe as it lays out. And then you got some, now, you know, a lot of has been said on the internet about the art in the book. Some of it, as you'll see in a little bit, gets kind of cheesy, but look at that, man.
That's beautiful right there.
Holy crap.
That's a White Scar, right?
Yep, White Scars.
So you don't see them most of the time off their bikes. That is really good.
Yep.
Still trying to figure out how good guys have skulls all over them, but that's just
Oh, there's your boys right there.
Yeah, I love that. That's the cover of the Sentinels of Terror book.
That's pretty nice. Spadoosh. Then you have the Black Templars and Crimson Fist.
All right, so I'm noticing here this is exactly how it is in the old Codex. Same pictures.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes, it's just like this in the old Codex. They have them side by side. There's the Crimson Fist, the wannabe Ultramarine Imperial Fist. Yeah, I'm going to get flack for that one.
Yeah, that's funny.
These boys. Black Templars. To me, they're probably one of the best Space Marine chapters out there because they still do the job of the Emperor.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Here's your Imperial Fist coverage from before. And then...
so it looks like they love us.
Yeah. I would say the art is significantly better in the new Codex so far. So then we come to the next page. We
got 2 pages there.
Yeah, we talk about battle barges. And they don't talk about the successor chapters. But here are some successor chapters.
Well, maybe it is different. I thought this was the same.
There's your Crimson Fisties right there.
Mine.
They're like, oh, look, the we attract missiles to our command post. That's bad. Sorry.
I guess maybe I just seen that picture somewhere else. Is what it was.
Here's salamanders.
Oh God! Look at that picture of that war boss.
Okay, so cover that right there. This is Marine review. Hinkel. And then so
see that's another rare picture you don't see a lot of right there.
Yeah.
Mark II helmet there.
You got salamanders, if you say it like that.
Salamanders.
Salamanders. All right, now, Raven Guard got kind of gypped on this picture, but I really like this picture because it has Tau getting beat up by Raven Guard. And if you get to Tau, that's what happens. But see, these guys forgot to shoot Overwatch, and that's why all the Raven Guard are still there.
Rule over Shadow, Captain Strike. They got a little short story about him on there.
Yep. Ooh, there's a Tau Flyer, which you'll never see one in a game, but you got one.
Actually, Duke Contraire went up against Sean Williams at MobiCon. He played one. Very difficult.
And what is going on with that guy? Oh, that's his legs. It looked like another arm, and he was flying without a lower torso. I mean, that's what it looked like. So, and that's Graham McNeil right there. That's who that is. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure it's not Matt Ward?
It could be Gab Thorpe.
Dude!
And you got Iron Hands.
Oh, yeah, that.
And,
yeah, I went right to that. That was freaking awesome.
See, and then look, when they're not battling orcs, they can jumpstart your car. That's what.
Oh yeah, his hand ripped off. Why? Because he ate it.
Yeah, well, he's about to get that shoved up his boohey.
Yeah, well, there's a million more behind him.
Crimson Fist.
Ultramarine Imperial Guard, or Imperial Fist, I mean.
Yeah. You talk about the reserve companies. There's your Centurions. You got
nice.
Here's your Scouts.
That's a good picture of Scouts right there. This is art I've never seen online before.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's another one. I've seen that one before.
Yeah. They do that for nostalgia, you know what I mean? Here's their timeline. They talk about the good battles. They talk about the blah, 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 blah. And then, all right, we got chaplains. We're gonna wait till we get to the points where they start talking about points, and we'll start doing a page by page. Assault squads. What the f?
They don't.
They have a white effing scar with. Okay, 19th Legion. I need you to hold your water, bros. I can't even believe that.
That's funny. The guys love the bikes. They throw them on that.
That is, I'm a little irked.
You should write a complaint letter to GW.
It doesn't do no good. All right, so now we get a land speeder.
All right, at least they give you a land speeder.
Look at that crappy decal.
Oh, look at that awesome bike over here.
Stop, you're filming the orc.
It's like a model layout. Ooh,
Devastator squads, that's pretty cool.
It's a good picture of what it looks like.
And you got Centurions. Now, everybody's probably looking at theirs by now, but if you don't have this yet, ooh, beating up the Eldar. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get in trouble for bullying. That's what's going to happen.
Oh.
Dreadnoughts. Hey, I heard there's some good changes for Dreadnoughts. There's a reason why there's 3 in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tech Marines, transports.
See, that I like seeing pictures like that where you actually see a resemblance. I mean, these guys are 7-8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Iron Hands.
Oh,
man, I'm not seeing a lot of Raven Guard of. That's an old picture right there.
Yeah, but it's still one of the best pictures of what a Land Raider looks like inside.
Talk about the gunships. Ooh, Legion of the Damned.
That's new art there. That is nice.
That is nice. It looks like he was drinking a toddy and it spilled. Now he's really mad. So it's a flaming toddy. All right, now this is cheese art. Like
that's actually, nah.
Yeah. And more meh.
Yeah. That is probably one of the worst Tech Marine arts I've ever seen.
He looks like Red Skull.
He does. Yeah, I mean, this is really some of the. They really didn't put a lot of work into this part of it.
Not too much.
I mean, I'm guessing maybe they did it for. This is where decal would go and things like that.
Yeah.
But this is really.
It would help if I could buy those decals. So, here's where we start talking about successor chapters. And they give you a whole bunch, like, it would be great if you could get the Griffins for the Howling Griffins, because them dudes are sexy. And then...
That's an easy paint job, too.
Yeah. Well, that quarter scheme, that's not that easy. White Scars. That's a whole lot of white.
Hey, look, jump packs.
Yeah. Bastards.
That's my boys.
Greens.
Trevor's boys.
Here's my boys.
Your boys.
Now, I don't know how nimble Assault Centurions are. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm hoping they changed them some because they were not very good in...
What it is see the Assault Centurions tiptoe into battle in the Raven Guard. That way you can't hear them coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like...
A lot of people didn't know that.
Air boots, like Nike boots.
Right.
Emperor boots.
There you go. Iron Hands.
The ironclads.
Yep. Here's Raven Guard successor chapters right here. You've got the Revelers.
Maybe you should do those.
No. If I did any, I would do these. Knights of the Raven. Because you can use the same Raven Guard packs.
No, see, that does look good because they're just like Grey Knights. Though.
Yeah. And Death Spectres. That would be cool. And then here's the real... Whoop, we missed somebody. Whoop, Black Templars.
Oh, see, I love these guys. These are the real Space Marines. The only true ones left.
All right, again, here we go with Tau versus Ultramarines. Pretty sweet.
I wish I could paint Ultramarines that good.
Yeah, you're not lying either. Golly, that's three giant pictures of Ultramarines.
You think they love Ultramarines?
Yeah, not too much. 4 giant pictures of Ultramarines.
Oh, there we go. Now, see, that's I heard Lysander is a beast in here. I cannot wait to see all of his stuff.
You call him Karma? Look, there you go. There's the Ravens.
Good.
Not a drop pod to be seen. Hey, now, here's something cool. In the old Raven Guard pictures, the Studio Army, if you know the 3rd edition Raven Guard fluff, Devastator squads had yellow shoulder bands, Tac squads had green ones, Assault squads had red. But when they made the army, the studio army, they did the third company under Shrike, and they gave everybody red armbands, red arm flashes. So basically, everybody you see with a yellow is part of a Devastator squad, and like I said, green would be part of attack squad, and the red would be assault squad troops.
Look at there, we're getting somewhere now.
Yep.
I think that's the new model they were talking about.
Yep.
Is he? He's not out yet, though, is he?
No, that comes out next week.
Okay.
Now these are good. These are much better than the other thing. On the money they saved on the other one, they did on these.
That's cool. They got the rocket firing out of the missile.
And the super baby. So,
well, Reese and them were talking about they're gonna have a whole army of them.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Little pedo bears out there. You got the Raven Guard vets.
Dude, those look awesome. You should paint your whole. If you did Raven Guard, you should paint them all with the white like that. That looks awesome.
I think it's too much white.
You never have too much white.
It's hard to sneak around with a whole bunch of white on. The salamanders, very nice.
Almost like Orc Green.
Now we're talking about your strike forces, your Gladys Strike Force, Librarian Conclave, your Armor Force. You know, you can look up what these things are all over the internet. There's no purpose in going over here, just
scanning over it.
Yep.
People can press pause in between this and catch it all. There we go.
Gotta get you. Oh. So here's your war gear list. Everything in one place, so you don't have to look everywhere for it. I like that a lot. Melt bombs, still 5 points apiece. Flamers, grab guns. What am I looking for? Power fist, lightning claws, 5 points apiece, boys and girls.
Here's where the point thing come up with Terminators. Look at Thunderhammer now. It's 15 points.
How much were they before? 30?
No, they went up in price.
They were 10 before.
You could get a Thunderhammer and a Storm Shield. I thought for 10-point upgrade. Now it's 20 to get both.
Well, that's because Thunderhammers are badass, and that's why. So,
this is where we're going to start the comparison of both books.
Yep.
You're going to get a little closer. Closer. I think it's page like 110.
Oh, I got a page what?
I think it's like 110 or something in that book. Oh,
all right, Dancing Panda, Dancing Panda.
No, let's further back this way.
There
you
go. But these don't have points. Where are the ones with the points?
I don't know.
Work here. Alright, it's the stats. Alright, so actually I like the new layout better.
Yeah, this is how it is in the 7th edition book.
Alright, let's keep flipping.
Alright.
Alright, so here we go. Captain Sicarius. In the new book, or old book, he was... We're probably getting in trouble for doing the... oh, here we go. Thunderhammers were 15 points in the old book.
Yeah. Well, then never mind.
I think the Terminators...
Make it cheaper?
Yeah, Sicarius has gotten a deduction.
Oh, look at that. It's 10 points less.
And then, you know, you got like Tigerius is about the same in points.
Looks like Battleforged Heroes. Well, looks like a lot of the stuff he already had. If Captain Sicarius is alive. Yeah, I think this is pretty much real close to what he had before.
Like I said, I really believe that this is a more or less a
copy and paste
FAQ.
point indication.
Yeah, it's more of a FAQ. A good old Chaplain boy there, looks about the same. Good thing about Teleon now, he's an independent character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you can't use him in any other army than Ultramarines.
I hate that.
Sergeant Kronos has got...
Wannabe Commander Pask?
Yep. And he's
always been 50 points.
Yeah, nobody ever uses him.
Right.
Khan and Khan on foot, Khan on a bike, Khan in the shower. You know, it's all the same.
They're the exact same. Vulcan.
Are you out of your Vulcan mind? He is the same.
All right.
And
Strike.
This is the thing. All right, hang on one second. Let me set them. Strike has stealth and infiltrate special rule. Before deploying, he can join a unit of jump infantry, which I think they can't infiltrate. Because it's the rule that you can't infiltrate units that don't have infiltrate.
I
don't know. We'll have to look.
I think that's right, though.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Yeah. Right,
There's my boy.
Boogie.
Right. That's what I want to see. Icon OCD. The Senators your warlord offering units. Well, I had that before.
Yeah.
What's Iron Resolve? 188. That's what I'll look up real quick. Hold on.
Ooh, he's got a, no, same points.
188. That's his new special that no one saw online. That's called Iron Resolve. Alright, number 3. There we go. Wow, the Warlord has Feel No Pain now. So you basically made the most durable captain in the game now have Feel No Pain.
There you go.
Fire Marshal Hilbert.
About the same. You know, we're not going to go point for point, but more or less, let's get on to some of the.
It seems to be they focused more on the vehicles on this one than they did.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think it's more or less an FAQ.
Yeah.
Hang on one second.
Captain.
I'm giving her all she's got.
Yeah, I like this layout a whole lot better though than the
Yeah,
other
you're
one.
not lying.
I've gotten used to this after using Orcs for so long that having everything you need on one page.
Same. Librarian. Same. So, nobody ever takes all those guys.
Yeah, the servitors are not.
Yep. Chaplain, the same.
Yep. Tech Squad.
Tech Squad.
They should have got a point cheaper from what I was told. No, looks like they're the same. But correct me if I'm wrong. Read on there. It looks like that they can take two special weapons now.
Ooh.
The squad number's 10. One Space Marine may take one item from the special weapons list, and another Space Marine may take one from the heavy weapons list. Well, that doesn't sound any different. Well, never mind.
There's a lot of bad rumors out there.
Yeah, that was one I was hoping would change. So it's not like Space Wolves in them now.
Scouts.
Don't. Weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 4. Yeah, you're going to see more people wearing scouts now.
Yeah, I know. Crusader squads, command
I don't like
squads.
this. I don't like this. I don't like that.
Yeah.
They should have stayed down there where you could take them as honor guard. No one's going to run these guys now.
What I don't like is that command squads can't take jump packs. What the F? What are you supposed to do in Raven Guard other than go with Vanguard vets?
Yeah.
So,
Tyrians went down. That's definitely a number difference. That's the assault squad too. They went down dramatically.
Yes, they did. Wow. Didn't know nobody was going to run them. Vanguard squads. Vanguard squad's about the same. But, like I said, Vanguard squads, you can still take the... Ooh, Sternguard went down. Yes, they did. Very nice.
Dreadnoughts. This is where I want to start finding out. Can we run squadron? That's probably going to be back in the formations though.
Yeah, probably.
Dreadnought 100 points. I think it's always been 100 points.
May include up to 2 additional dread points for a dreadnought for 100 point apiece.
Now, here's the biggest question I was wanting to know. Can we get multiple drop pods?
If the unit includes no additional dreadnoughts, it may select the drop pod. So no,
there we go.
cannot.
So you have to buy the drop pods as fast attack.
You can't.
You can't separate the squadron.
No, you can't. You can't put them in drop pods. But can you put them on the back of 3 Storm Ravens and fly them in?
No, what I'm getting is, what if you buy? Because you can buy drop pods, and this is fast attacks.
If the unit includes no additional dreadnoughts, so you can't add additional dreadnoughts.
It may select it as a dedicated transport. Who says
Right.
we can't use it as a fast attack? It's something that's going to get brought up. Because that's what I would think today.
Maybe so. I would say put them on the back of Storm Talons. Or Storm
Ravens. Storm Talon might drag it to the ground.
Alright, Legion of the Damned didn't look like...
I'm happy they didn't kill them. There were rumors they were going to squash them. 175, that's definitely different than 200 points we're used to seeing up here taking 5 Terminators.
Boy, you're not lying. You might even see shooty Terminators on the table again. We'll see. Depends on if they're any good. Assault Squad.
I think that's about the same price.
Nope, that's a lot cheaper.
Oh, really?
Yep, look.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then look here. What's cool is the bike squads only have to be 3 big, and you can attach a speeder.
Now that improves them.
That is amazing.
Now, is that a speeder storm?
Yeah.
Oh, see, now that's a big improvement if you want to run that with your Raven Guard right there.
Yeah, and those are scout bikes. That's probably why it's a speeder storm.
Yep.
Does
it have on there where you take it to speeder storm?
That's what I'm looking for right now.
Because I see it in the picture.
Well, no, that's what they said with the rule. That's, you know. And see, look, they got it here again. Bike speeder. We'll have to do a little more research. Mounted assault. Special part detachment. It contains at least one independent character. It's equipped with Space Marine something. Blah blah blah. No.
Yep. Tank bike squad. Looks like he may be down in points.
No, same.
Really?
No, he's down.
He's down.
Down a nickel. Here's it. Look, down a nickel. And down a nickel.
It's good. Maybe we'll see a comeback on some land
speeders.
speeders.
See speeders come back. I would love for speeders to come back. I ran the crap out of them.
I don't like it when people run them. It's too close to how I run my orc army.
Yeah. I don't think anybody on the internet has caught on to that yet.
No, that's the first time I've seen it mentioned.
And, you know, hey, for speeder storms, that's pretty significant. Rhinos are the same.
Were they 35? I thought they were 40.
35.
Okay.
35. Let's look. Troops.
Rhino, yeah, 35.
35.
Razorback, still the same.
Ooh.
What?
No, that's all the same.
Drop
Pods, still the same.
Stormtown gunship, I remember correctly, it went down and then proved on point, or proved on stuff as well.
Same points.
Really? What were they talking about it was so good for this go around?
Some of the options have changed.
Oh, okay.
Devastator squad.
That looks cheaper.
Same points, but
did they make it to where they can walk and shoot yet?
no.
Dang.
Signal, bolt, pistol, fragment, interfere. No. Nope.
Oh well. Terran Devastators, I know that's cheaper.
Yeah.
Because I run those babies.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper. And then you got
same
fire
points.
cannon, same points.
Predator, I don't know.
Base is same.
Right.
Yeah.
Whirlwind, same cost. Vindicator, same cost.
Nope. Vindicator's down a nickel.
Oh, okay.
See, down a nickel is code, so GW won't know what I'm talking about. Then we got Stalkers.
Man, they get a whole page for that big old baby.
Yep. I like those. I like Land Raiders too. You just don't see them much anymore. There's so much that just kicks their butt.
The thing is, they go good against Eldar because the jet bikes don't do nothing.
Oh, there's Martius.
He's a Lord of War. Look at there.
Yep, Lord of War. Chapter Marine.
Oh, if I remember correctly, he can attack now on his initiative with his Power Fist.
Ouch.
I'm trying to. I don't see where that is anywhere, but that was one of the things I saw. I don't see nothing there where it says it's heavy or bulky. Or unwieldy, I mean. So that means he's attacking.
Yeah, straight power 2, AP2
Initiative
melee.
5.
Yeah. With
holy crap. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking
There's
for.
your Demi Company. Restrictions none. You got to include a headquarters. Just everything I bought in the pack. So
what kind of special thing?
Refer to our video. Their objective secured, and then they can use the those chapter tactics rules where you can shoot your bolters and all that stuff.
Now this is the one I heard a few people talking about.
That's sexy.
That is. Let's get some kind of hunter formation, hidden enemy flyer, spear vessel. I'm not saying it, I'm letting people read it.
Yeah, everybody shoot with one more. Ooh, Task Force Ultra. Look at that.
Oh,
that's pretty sexy.
Force Ultra. Oh, it is nice. Hold on. Okay.
10th Company.
They love some Ultramarines.
They love some
everything is some.
Ain't nobody gonna run no damn chaplain.
No, I don't see anybody around that one. Other than the 10th Company one.
That's all scouts. Yeah. Nobody's gonna run that either.
You don't think so?
It's sexy though. I mean, you could do it for fluff reasons.
Oh no, that looks cool. But wasn't that existed before it?
Yeah. We just put it in the book.
Yeah. Turn Siege Breakers. Now that's a new formation. What do they got? I just don't like that. I have all my Centurions magnetized for devastation, not for assault. Alright, here's the one I wanted to see. Land Raider Squadron. 3 of them. Jesus, that's a lot of points. Alright, armor hit muscle formation. Ignore crew stone. Weapon destroyed. Y'all read it for yourselves there. That's awesome. Yep, just like I was saying before, they hurt the same things.
Ooh, Armored Task Force. Look at that.
Well, that almost looks like an armored company.
That looks like my Raven Guard army when I put it on the table.
So you have 3 of each, which I own all that, so that works out pretty good. Oh, there's a Tech Marine in there too. Man. Yeah, I'd probably run that in my list. What is that? Oh, that's that one you were talking about with the...
Whirlwinds and the Speeder. The Speeder is the advanced, it looks out for it. That's an old Apocalypse formation.
Okay. Oh, looks like we're at the end. Wow. Hey, look at that. Look at all those orcs in there. They're about to die.
And then you got like Chapter Tactics. And then you got the weapons list. I'm flipping.
Okay.
There's your Chapter Tactics for each army. Then you have your weapons breakdown. I actually like this better than the old book.
Oh, that's one thing I love on the 7th edition books. How everything's broke down on them.
I like this better. Oh, there's your teleport homer.
Yep.
That little bit that you never use for 8
Actually,
editions.
I bought a whole bunch of those too.
Did you?
Yeah.
There's your tactical objectives, what we have cards for. Chapter relics, which, you know, Shield Eternal still in there. I love that. Any profiles?
Well, looks like we finished it.
Alright guys, so there you go, man. You know, as you can see, some of the things got better points-wise. You know, for Raven Guard, you know, if you're about running classic Raven Guard, tactical troops and drop pods, dreadnoughts and drop pods, jump troops and speeders, you know, we got some advantages, we got some disadvantages. It's up to us to make the list work. You know, the old fluff was that we were against taking vehicles, but, you know, that canon was done away with in 5th edition. You can take armor in your Raven Guard armies now, if you choose to. And you can add in some of those task force. It's a matter of finding the right combination of something that's going to hit fast at the right point to make the other guy's army collapse. Where you're going to be able to play the momentum game, but once you lose momentum, hopefully you'll have enough objective secured stuff around sitting there collecting up points, and the tide won't turn against you. Some of your matchups that are going to be a problem, I believe Eldar will still be a problem for Marines. I believe that Tau are still going to be a problem for Marines because Tau can do things like hit you on your turn, shoot you in the assault phase. Once you get into assault with Tau, you own them. The trick is getting to assault with Tau. So somebody who knows how to play a good Orc army will be a challenge. And other Marine players, you know. So, hey, we'll see. It's a good codex. Try it out. Hopefully this video stays up and, you know, you can check it out. And I think that's about it. Hinkel, what do you think?
I think we're good, and I'm ready to for us to do a battle report here, hopefully next week or two.
I have to get painting. So, all right, guys. Signing off from SMG.